unmute the mic and then go into this screen here. Hello! Woo! Woo indeed! How is it going? Welcome to another weekly CSR live stream. I am Craig, I'm part of the art team. Hey, how's it going?
I'm Tom and I'm in the design team.
And I am also Tom and I'm in the analytics team. Hello! And
Woo!
Woo!
Nice and restrained there.
Yeah.
We have also got CSR Christine on Facebook. She's sitting over there with her laptop.
Hello.
There you go, you can hear her voice.
There's proof, if ever proof were needed.
Yeah, we don't have CSR Phil with us today. I expect he is somewhere in the Lake District.
I
That's
think
usually
he's-
where he goes
I
when
think
he's
he's
not
on
in.
a
CSR
beach.
Crete.
Yeah.
Crete?
I think he's in Crete,
Yeah.
in Greece. Greece?
Well, who knows where it is. We have traditionally poor knowledge of geography if the stream is anything to go by.
Yeah.
We
He
also
does
have...
love the Lake District though.
He does love it. We also have CSR Hannah in YouTube moderating and checking out all the comments and replying where she can. So if you have comments or want to get involved, put something down in those places if you like.
That's your best bet, isn't
That
it?
is your best bet. That is your best bet. I guess before we kick off properly, we have another hat race as we do every week at the moment. So if you want to win one of these hats or the hat that Tom's wearing there, put down either hashtag CSR Craig or hashtag CSR Hoops. So between myself and Hoops here, we'll be doing a race later on.
It's a race with a twist, isn't
It
it?
is a race. You explain it because you had a good idea.
So this week we're going to try something different. We're not going to be blindfolded, but rather than just doing a straight race to post the quickest time, what we're going to do is try and race and get your finishing time to be as close to a whole second as possible.
Yeah.
So like if you get, for
So like
example,
a round number race.
exactly. So if you can get
Round
10 point
number race. That's a
0,
good
0,
phrase.
0,
Triple R.
a round number race is a great title. So yeah, if you can get exactly 10 seconds or exactly 16 seconds, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it's just
okay.
whoever can get closest to the whole number.
Right, okay. So that's a nice, complicated way of explaining it. So if you want to get involved with that, put down the hashtag in the comments on either Facebook or YouTube, and we will pick a random entry from the team that wins, and you will win a hat, and we'll send it out to you.
So just for example, what time did you get here?
I got 11:09:06.
It's not bad.
Well,
11.9, it's pretty
yeah.
close.
So the idea is to get as close to a
So
second
you'd
as
want
possible.
12 seconds dead.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll do more about that later on, I guess.
Indeed. People will be like, I don't even understand what you're talking
Yeah,
about. I'll just put CSR Craig and hope for the best.
Yeah, all the
CSR
best.
Craig, hope for the best.
So we'll stop entries for that at 5:15, I think. So that'll be when we stop all that stuff. But in the meantime, what should we talk about?
Hot topics.
Hot topics. Hot topics. So, we've got the screens on the go as well. Sorry, I'm getting confused by Christine helping us out.
It's like an international news station now. We're just
It is.
surrounded with Minority Report style screens.
Yeah. There's helpers, there's
You'll just have to
TV
take our word
made.
for it.
Hold up for a second.
Of course
I can.
So before we get into the hot topics bit, I want to share. A little while ago, we said we were working on some new merchandise stuff. That's being produced right now as we speak by a lovely company who we work with, and this is what it will look like. So it's this partnership that we've done with Liberty Walk. So it's a T-shirt, and it's got lots of pink on it, it's got lots of white on it, and it's got a big dragon on the back.
It looks awesome, Craig.
It's cool, right?
I've not seen this before.
Well, it's a treat for you as well.
It's like the world reveal.
Yeah. So we'll be giving these out as prizes
To the real world.
to the real world. Yeah. Once we get them made, which should be very, very
Can we
soon.
not keep a few?
Well, no, this is the thing, man. I designed these with the intention of not giving them to the dev team unless they contribute to the live stream.
Robbed.
So this is for
okay,
you guys. So
okay.
if you want to get involved with this, keep tuning in every week, and hopefully you'll be in with a good chance to get one of these cool T-shirts that we have done in conjunction with one of our good friends, Liberty Walk. Right, we should move on to the hot topics. We should do some shout outs as well while we're here, right?
Who's in?
We've got D's Racers, Perfect Storm. Do we know if Texas Storm are in them? We never
they
know.
like to sweep in, sort of riding in on a tornado.
Yeah.
10 minutes in. That's their style.
We
Who
have,
can blame them for that?
Yeah. You know.
We've got Alexandra Nitro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Bad Boys.
Love those guys.
They're back.
What are you going to do?
Never know. We're going to get some tropical fruit bubblicious. Other confectionery is available if you're interested. Okay, so we've got a few hot topics to kind of cover. The first thing is we know that there's a bunch of people still experiencing Android void races. So we've got a good idea of what this is. There's a fix that we are deploying in the next release, which should be sometime very soon, in the next week, I hope. And that should hopefully cut down the chances of void races happening. And thank you to everyone who was giving us all of the info about the Regera and the F40 being a bit bugged. Yeah, they were culprits. We're keeping a close eye on them. I think we've got another Android thing to talk about, right, Tom? Which Tom?
S is taking that.
Is he?
Ooh.
Okay.
Good. It's a good thing I'm so prepared as well. So, Android crashes, which are the ongoing bane of our Android community.
Especially in live races.
Especially in live races. And we've got a bunch of fixes incoming. They're not all going to be in the next release. We're already planning several releases ahead, and they will be making it in. But we've been doing quite a lot of investigations into that. Mark's been working really hard, and we think we've got quite a few of them nailed. And thanks a lot as well, again, for all the feedback we've been getting on that. Because,
that's for all of the feedback.
Yeah, that's a celebratory air horn.
Feedback klaxon.
Yeah.
The feedback klaxon. Yeah, we should just deploy it. Well, no, actually, no. We
might encourage people not to feed.
Okay, let's not do that. That was a bad idea. I'm going to take that back, and let's continue with the Android crashes. Yes, which we are hoping will get fixed, and we do generally work quite hard on Android just because there are more crashes, or certainly a perception of more crashes does not mean we don't care. It's just that there's so many different devices with different performance capabilities and different operating systems that it's just much harder to track down the issues when they do arise. So keep sending us the feedback, keep sending us as many details as you can around what's causing the crashes. We do
a lot of the
listen
time,
to it.
when we find a crash or when someone reports a crash, this noise appears. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, what? Oh, I need to.
If only it did.
I've got a new toy with me this week, and it is a new soundboard
You might
which
have
I'm
noticed.
using to deploy different noises. There we go. There's
there
an
we go.
Inception horn. Right, let's
Is
move
that
on.
what that was?
Yeah, that's what that is. So we've got some top shout outs to do, right? Like we did some top shout outs last week as a kind of off the cuff thing, but this is stuff that
Extra
we
special shout out.
yeah, these are people who we've noticed on the CSR community, whether that's on Facebook or YouTube
Reddit.
or on Reddit is a big one that a lot of people are posting on, and we've got a few people to call out on that. Do you want to take the first one, Hoops?
Yeah, so this was a really cool one from Evelyn, who sent an amazing list of feedback to Reddit, and like her pain points. She also had like this wicked like Google sheet of her garage.
Yeah,
and,
that
like,
was
a
insane.
total
Yeah.
breakdown of like everything. But a lot of the feedback went, and I think it was kind of sent like, I'm just going to post this here. I know it'll just get ignored because the mods ignore it and all of that. That isn't true, Evelyn. Like, we saw it, we noted an awful lot of it down, we were aware of a lot of it, and an awful lot of those things are getting addressed and they're coming soon over the next couple of updates. We're working on them. We want to make sure they're done right. We don't want to rush them out. You all know what happened with 110, and we don't want to repeat that where you know things aren't absolutely bulletproof. But it was really great to receive that, and we just want you to know, and that's like extends to the whole community. We do read that stuff, and we properly love it when it comes in.
We were having a great time reading.
Oh yeah,
The
absolutely.
Google sheet of your garage is insane. We'd like to try and get your garage on the stream at some point.
I
'cause
also
it's
like all
amazing.
the breakdown of every single gold spin as well, including comments asking people not to judge you when you buy cold keys. So that was amazing. We won't judge you.
Hang on,
I hope you're
let's give Evelyn a what should we have? A air horn?
Sure.
That's for Evelyn.
Well deserved.
Well deserved. We got a few more as well, right? I think you found one through customer service, Tom? Or?
Yeah, so Alex, who's head of our CS, customer services, he sent on a big list to the feedback mail group that we have. And this came from a guy called Grant. And he'd also sent through lots of really good comments, lots of thoughts, lots of feedback that was super interesting. And again, we want to ensure that when people like Grant send that, he's not just going, I expect this just to go down a rabbit hole and no one ever sees it. We did see it, and we want to thank you for sending that. So as that stuff comes in, we've kind of really, hopefully, refined our process so that whenever we get feedback from VIPs, the VIP guys can forward it on, whether it's through the live stream, whether it's through people in CS, whether it's people who stop you on the street and say, hey Craig, can you fix the bugs? We want to make sure that all of that feedback is collated and we actually do something about it and get it in the game and get some cool stuff coming as a direct result of that.
Yeah, it's good. It's a better way to work for us, I think. We got some shout outs as well for the people who are watching the stream as well, right? We've got Nolan Mack here every week. Amazing. I think we'd give him an air horn.
He's got a question as well.
Has he got a question? What's the question?
He wants to know when the next Tempest chapter's coming. And we kind of get a lot of... It's funny, we get a lot of questions about this, and we talked about it last week, because although there are a really sort of keen group of people who are waiting for it, there's an awful lot of our players who are still not even through like chapter 1, let alone chapter 2. When more of them come through Noland, and we're happy that there's enough people kind of who are actually going to enjoy it, we will release it. But we're still working on it. We haven't got a release in mind yet. It will be later in the year at some point, but it is planned. We do want to do it, and it's not been forgotten about.
What do we need to do? We need to look at more shout-outs. Oh yeah, we've got the shout-out board, haven't we? Yeah.
Here they
Sorry,
come.
Christine's keeping the show together today. She's doing us a massive
F1
massive
superstars.
favour.
George Franco, Vanishing Point. I'm
Vanishing?
assuming that's not George Franco Vanishing Point. It's probably George Franco and
Billionaire
Vanishing Point.
Club.
Yeah.
Masters
Man, I
Battle,
wonder what cars
of course.
they've got.
Drag Masters.
Yeah.
We've got the Riddlers, who I don't think I recall seeing before.
Well,
No.
they're usually fighting Batman, aren't they?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I've got a sound for that. That's
Amazing.
quite a good sound.
Yeah.
Take that, Riddlers.
Yeah, I think we have another. Very good, very good. We've got another top shout out that we didn't get through there before, and that was another guy on Reddit, right?
Oh, this was an unbelievable spot. I
Yeah.
don't even know where this came from, but this was on our Reddit channel. Have we got the asset?
Yeah.
prepared?
Let me find it. You
Shall I,
play the game.
shall I do a race?
So if I find the thing, this. So it was.
Well, this is just a guy playing CSR2.
No.
Why is that newsworthy?
So this was something that No Name 87 SCR. I don't know what that name stands for, but it stands for Truth, Justice, and the American Way. But
Indeed.
speaking of the American way, this is what was going on in some kind of government meeting. I don't quite know who this governor is.
I think he's the senator of Nebraska.
Senator of Nebraska. But if you look closely, he's not paying attention in the meeting because he's already done what he needs to do. He's the best governor in the world.
Well, what he needs to
Senator,
do is
senator,
get
not
the
governor.
crew RP.
Senator.
Different, yeah. It's
Is it?
Different, yeah.
All right, there's my ignorance about American politics
It
shining
is fairly
through.
complicated, in fairness.
But
yeah.
he's playing CSR2 when he should be doing some other kind of duty, basically.
He's CSRing instead of senating, and you know, he's got his what is that?
I don't know. I was
Is that
trying to
like
figure
a-
this on. I'd like to
GTI,
think
is it?
it's the I'd like to think it's the Civic VTEC, but
You'd
I'm
like
not
to
sure.
think it is. Well, I
like to
hope
think
it is
every
because that's a
car's
pretty
that.
cool car. In fairness, so
Yeah.
There
So
was
good on
speculation
you.
online it was the Golf GTI. I
Golf
think.
GTI.
Okay,
we need
wow.
If he's watching, you know, he's probably sat in, or Senate's about to kick off.
yeah.
Like, if you're watching and you're streaming, Senator, get in touch. Let us know. Let us know, you know, what your schedule is, and we'll give you a shout out. He's
Yeah.
probably in Texas Storm.
I hope he's in Texas Storm because that's the kind of commitment those guys have got. They're playing all the time, even when they should be, you know,
I don't
making
know.
America
I
great.
mean, presumably
should be.
Nebraska has its own weather. Maybe he's in. I don't know.
Who knows? Hey, we've got Ronald
Nebraska sunny
Douglas
day
has
or
been
something.
saying high hopes on Craig winning this week.
Oh, thanks, Ronald.
Oh.
Cheers, Ron. That's good. I'm going to give you.
Yeah.
Lots of air horns. There you
Cheers,
go.
Ronald.
We've got one extra little bit of news that's not probably relevant to the whole community.
Oh, do you want me to play your sound bed?
Yeah,
for
hang
this?
on. I just need to finish this race because I need to concentrate on this.
You finish that race.
Right.
Shall I
And
take over on the
Yeah,
racing?
you take over. So I'll get your sound bed.
Okay. So this is news. This is a shout out to John Lawrence, who it was his last day today on the CSR2 dev team. He's executive producer. He's moving on to pastures new. He's a runner, so he's probably jogging at a really brisk,
running.
like a brisk tempo run to new pastures. But massive shout out to John. He's a ledge. He's incredibly key. Oh, run out
God,
of time.
it's run out.
Well, you know,
All the best.
We've
John.
run out
Waffle too much. It's
it's
too
nice
much
seeing
waffle.
you, John.
Yeah.
Whatevs.
What else?
Also, let's get this shout outs bit out of the way. We'll come back to normal shout outs, but I also wanted to shout out to Boss Alien, who we were hanging out with earlier on this week.
Made the original
CSR and
classics.
classics as well. We were hanging out with those guys, catching up and seeing how we could work together and some stuff. It was good. I like those guys a lot, and I've reserved a special air horn for those guys because I know how much they love the air horn.
Drop it.
Yeah, it's good. I tell you what, I'm gonna interrupt it with just regular air horn
Yeah,
as
love it.
well.
We've got questions
do you-
coming in.
Right, let's do some questions.
Philip Clayton, he's a regular.
Oh yeah.
He is asking,
Thing.
will we extend the Purple Star car in the Crew Championships to the top 10? It's interesting, that question.
Oh, okay.
Because we used to do it, and a lot of people complained and said it shouldn't be available to the top 10, it should only be available to the top 3, as it was. What does
Sorry,
the
I'm
community
not
think?
listening.
I want to know what they want.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Oh,
Do
we
you
should have
think
done
we
a
should?
poll.
Yeah.
That
we
was
should
our
have done.
mistake, really.
Never mind. Yeah, if you think we should extend the chances of you getting that purple rarity star on the prize car,
Do you not have the Merc?
let us know.
Craig?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the Merc. The
I've not
AMG.
got it.
Oh,
I've got
Rigged.
one silver spin to do later on, and that's my last chance
Wow.
of getting the
Last
prestige
chance
car.
I've not got it.
Okay.
I've not got it.
oh,
this
I'm
season.
sorry about
Have you
that.
not?
I've
First
just
one
been
in a while.
scrolling
Oh,
through
just
here
rub
for
it
about
in.
10 minutes like an idiot, trying to find a car you didn't actually
Oh,
have.
I
That'd be
wanna-
good for the viewers at home.
You know
Yeah,
what,
no,
damn
it
it.
would have been really entertaining. Yeah.
I want to give a shout out as well to the person who's constantly putting the angry face
Oh,
in
last week.
Facebook. I think they were doing it earlier on today.
No,
so
that's
it's
not angry
pretty-
face.
Is
It's,
it not?
it's sunburned emoji man. yeah, that's
sunburned
why he
face,
looks so
okay.
upset because
Right, 'cause
he's
he's had the
actually
sunburn.
he's just sunburned.
It's in the
yeah.
sun.
So shouts out to whoever's doing that.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
I reckon they've got one of those birds that drinks the water and it just drinks.
It's just going back
and
and
just
forward. back and forward.
rhythmically taps on the mouse to press that.
Or one of those wavy cats, you know.
Yeah.
Let's answer another question from Daniel Jackson from Stargate. Why do I get random stage 6 part that's not for the championship car from the milestones?
Well, you get two types, don't you? We can probably have a look actually at the
Yeah, go
milestones
to
in
the
the
crew
champs.
Okay. Let's
So
do it.
higher
I'm
up,
just switching
Daniel,
cars.
you will get stage 6 parts for the car in question, but then earlier on, you will get stage 6 parts that's just a stage 6 part.
Oh,
And
no,
the two of
like
them
that,
should
okay.
be working together.
Yeah. So yeah, we like to make sure that there's a kind of wide sweep of prizes
So
that
there you
can
go.
get
We've
access
kind of
to.
got an example there on the screen. So we've got a DB11 stage 6 part at 16 million. And then if we scroll the other way, please Tom, Mr. Scrolling Man, seamless.
So is it down the bottom somewhere maybe? Maybe we don't this season.
Maybe we don't this season.
I think we kind of change the
But
prices
yeah,
around, right?
I mean, if it says DB11 and you press it and you don't get a DB11 part, that's a problem.
yeah. Yeah, if that's happened to you,
Let us
There's
know.
a
Let
bunch
us
of
know.
Aston Martin fusions and stuff like that.
yeah. Well, that's what DB11 is, isn't it? Aston Martin. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's a good question. If as Tom says, you've got the wrong part from these milestone prizes, the best place you can
Found a couple of prizes
do
for you.
is to put a comment into the support thing in the side panel, and that makes sure that everything gets logged officially. We get your ID and things like that, so we can see if you've actually received the right part or not.
And we do look at it.
Yeah, we do look at it. We have a team dedicated to that. Should we do another question before we move on?
Let's do it.
Let's see. Who do you want to answer?
Let's go with Jimmy Lanick.
Jimmy Lanick.
So this came in on the twits, and Jimmy asks, will you guys introduce car decals? Would like to put some old school decals on my Hellcat.
Oh,
Well-
what kind of thing were you thinking, Jimmy?
Well, I don't know, because we have car decals, right?
Yeah, we've got liveries.
stripes and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have anything like we don't have like pictures of stuff or anything. You know,
Yeah, I wonder
really
what
wild.
kind of stuff are you after? Like the original CSR had like crazy sort of stencils, like
Yeah.
chameleons and things like
Yeah,
that.
Jimmy, let us know what kind of stuff you would want to put on, because we can always try and add more options
To the liveries.
to what we have existing at the moment. But our systems sometimes need a bit of work to get more complicated stuff in there, but it's always possible. So let us know what kind of stuff you'd like, and we'll see if we can
I'd
get
quite
it
like to
added
see
in.
an eagle.
You can hear an eagle.
nice.
I don't know if that made it through. That's a low fidelity sound.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
It's a faraway eagle.
Yeah,
He
it's
is, he's up in the
far
sky.
away.
Faraway
Yeah.
Eagles
It's looking for
492 in last season's Crew Championship. True or false? Who knows?
Okay, let's move on for a little bit. So,
Composition, we probably should
We should remind
reinforce
the
voting.
So if you want to get involved with the old hat race thing, hashtag CSR Craig or hashtag CSR Hoops, we'll both be trying to get the closest to a full second in a race later on. We aren't doing a blind race this week, but we are doing a slightly different race. So I think entries close at 5:15. So get your entries in then, and we will do the race after that, and we'll pick a winner at random.
Still got 20 minutes to go.
20 minutes to go.
Ah.
So whilst you're deciding which one of us is going to get closest to that, I thought we could go through and see some more behind the scenes stuff. So a while ago we showed you some stuff which was the new fangs. We showed you some old character artwork, and then the new character artwork that we use in the game. So what I've done today is I've just quickly grabbed some of the stuff for Gold Rushes. So here you can see, what's her name, Shauna?
Yeah.
Shauna DuPont.
My favourite crew, incidentally.
Oh, yeah?
Rushes. Yeah.
So there you go. You can see she's quite different. I think she's still got the same kind of style with, the kind of pose and things that we've got.
She's quite a nervous character, Shana. Like,
Yeah.
she's kind of really put down by the other people in Gold Rushes,
Okay,
They
yeah.
bully her a bit.
for what it's worth.
So this is quite a big change, isn't it? This guy, Bryce, I think his name is.
Yeah.
He's rocking a kind of half Matrix look there. He's got some nice green socks though. They're quite
It's
good.
like the preppy Matrix.
Yeah, the preppy Matrix. So we changed him about to be a bit more kind of. He's a bit more like a kind of beach boy now, isn't he? He's got his shirt open.
He's got a lovely pastel blue jacket,
Yeah.
which says, I'm
Says
a
it
man
all.
who knows how to control my vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, I
It
don't know if you've
oozes,
seen
it
Alan
oozes
Partridge.
racing confidence.
Alan
it's-
Partridge in Paris, it's quite reminiscent of that.
He's going sports casual.
He's very casual.
So there's some big differences here. This is Summer. And when we first started kind of illustrating Summer, she was a bit more kind of, I guess, rock, with a varsity
Rebellious,
jacket there.
yeah.
But then we ended up in this position where she's now quite slick looking, and she's got a nice glittery dress and
Is
whatnot.
She has a
Summer
face.
is her dad in one of the other crews. Is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Summer
There you go.
Harkness,
Good.
is that right?
John Harkness is in tier
Tier
5.
five, yeah.
He's in Shaq's Industries, and that's
Yeah.
referenced in the upcoming Elite Crew Battles Tempest stuff.
Very interesting. So I guess this is
This is Finn.
it's quite a big change. I think he was called Claude as well beforehand, right?
Claude,
Is
I
that
think he
right?
was called Claude Timkin or something
In
like
fairness, Claude is
that. And we were
a
advised,
magnificent name.
I think we were advised to change his name because it was really close to another real world person. So,
Okay.
we went with Finn. And a fun fact about the actor or the model that posed for Finn, he's like a semi-professional goalkeeper.
Really?
And I think he tweeted on his Twitter account, "Oh, look, I'm in a video game." But yeah, he's like he plays like non-league football in the UK
Nice.
for like a team. So
Okay.
next time we do no offense to the people in the studio, but next time we play like a football tournament in the games industry, we should get that guy in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
Ringers. That's how you win.
Bit of a change here.
the final piece of the puzzle of the Gold Rushes here is Ashley. So yeah, she looks quite different, doesn't she? I think we originally had her as quite a mean kind of person, right, Tom?
Yeah, sort of mean girls, very, very like disparaging to you. But you have that nice bit in the story where once you actually help her out, and once you reconvene with her in Tier 4 for the CSR Grand Finals, she's much more kind of sort of with you, and she's less cutting. And there's the whole will she, won't she, love angle.
Oh, with KJ.
With KJ,
Yeah,
one of the great pieces of game narrative.
Yeah.
So we haven't shown you all of the stuff from all of the other crews. If you like seeing this kind of stuff, we can maybe show you some more next week. But we also have a lot of other things in development. We have some new environments on the go, which I think I'm going to try and get some of the environment guys to come and like demo some of that stuff maybe next week. So
Awesome.
stay tuned for that.
What's this like new? Can you even say?
I can't say at the moment, but we're always working on new stuff, new cars, new environments, new game modes, new all sorts. But yeah, we'll try and give you more exposure to that in the future, I think. So.
Dreamville are in, by the way.
Oh, Dreamville are in. Oh,
Loyalty
nice.
pays.
Loyalty pays. And Aces High.
Aces
They're always
High.
here.
Always
Shout out.
here. Yeah.
I don't know Loyalty pays.
Loyalty pays.
Welcome aboard, Loyalty pays. If you were always watching and we just ignore you, sorry about that. And if you've never been
Sorry
in
for
before,
proving your name wrong. Yeah.
That's for Loyalty pays because it's got an interesting name.
yeah.
Right, we should probably move on a little bit again. So we know that when we put new cars into the game, people get really excited, and when we release new builds of the game, we don't usually make all of the cars immediately available, right? And that's because they're sometimes championship prizes or they're event-based cars and things like that. But we've got a few cars which are coming in the next build, which I thought we'd give you a little sneak peek at those cars. And I need to switch over device, so I just finished this race while I'm doing that.
You've
Do you
nearly
want-
beaten Elite Crew Battles.
I've nearly beaten Elite Crew Battles. I'm trying to get that car. I want that Nissan Silvia.
For people who don't know, as is illustrated here, you can earn Crew RP by beating the Tempest.
Yeah,
for certain
it's
races.
a good place to farm
There's
some
lots.
RP.
There's gold keys. There's RP.
Keys, yes.
I think
okay.
I got a sandwich once for race 21.
Did you?
Yeah, I just fired out the device.
Right, let me just
Nice.
switch over devices.
Were you
here.
peckish or had you just eaten?
No, I didn't actually want it, so
Oh.
I just I saved it.
Save it for later.
Oh, that's a
That
noisy
was
device.
nice, wasn't it? Right, I'm just going to chuck that up there. Now let's see if this has worked.
So this is a sneak preview.
Yeah. So this is a development build that we've got, and I thought I'd show you two new cars which aren't in the game yet, but are coming very, very soon.
Can I just say, I love this widescreen view.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
It's like
Full aspect.
If we ever have a hammerhead shark in the studio, we'll be able to get it on screen, and that's been weighing on my mind a while.
Well,
So
I'm glad we could put your mind at rest.
Yeah,
there.
thanks.
yeah.
I'll sleep easy tonight.
Yeah.
So this car is the Porsche 911R. Now this car is quite a cool Porsche car. We've already got look at that, some crazy scroll nonsense. You can tell it's a debug build because we've not fixed that particular bug. So this particular car is kind of known as the purist's Porsche, and that's because it's kind of been stripped back. I was chatting with one of our lovely vehicle guys earlier on, James Hands, and he was telling me all about this car.
Oh, look
It's
at
got
that.
I don't know why that bug's
that like-
happening. Let me switch out back to that Porsche. So this car has lots of cool stuff about it. It's got a special. I think there's some tartan inside this interior, but it's also got this nice brown leather seat here.
So they've gone for what, like a Scottish vibe on it?
Well,
or-
it's based on the 1967 911R, which was quite a historic car, I believe, and it had this similar kind of paintwork like this.
I do like
dual
this
livery
paintwork.
thing.
It's awesome.
So it takes a lot of visual cues from the old Type R. Type R, that's a Honda Civic, isn't it? From the old 911R. But yeah, I thought I'd just give you a heads up on this because this is quite a cool car. I think it's a 4-litre flat six naturally aspirated engine. So for all of you engine fans,
For all you naturally aspirated engine fans out there.
well, it's good that it's naturally aspirated because that leads us on to the other car that I'm going to show. But check this out. This is the spoiler and the kind of rear engine bay cover also opening at the same time. It's like a kind of shark.
In what other
It's good.
mobile racing game can you do that?
I don't think it's any of them.
Exactly.
But next car.
And while you're going to the next car, just
yeah?
a few shout-outs. RP Raiders are in.
RP
Seven Worlds
Raiders.
Gaming is in.
Nice.
Raining down pineapples.
Yes.
Oxygen is in.
Okay.
And we should give a shout-out to Kid Rain.
Kid
Because
Rain.
he watches every week and he's always sending like positive comments.
Oh,
It's
is he
really
making
cool.
it rain with positive vibes?
He's raining down positivity.
By the way, I can also confirm Texas Storm have made it. They've swanned in.
Talking of rain.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kid Rain, he
Flipping
tweeted
your
us
bins.
and he said, I'd like to thank the CSR2 team. Truly great work on the app. Keep up the great work. Myself and family all play CSR2 and we all truly enjoy it. And we all support CSR2.
Oh, thanks, man. That's very nice
So good
of you
to
to
see
say.
you
Hey,
on.
should we try and get him 10 gold keys?
Yeah,
or
let's
something?
sort him out.
Yeah, Kid Rain. Someone will try and get in touch with you from Twitter or Facebook or wherever you've posted that stuff on.
We'll
and
slide into your DMs.
Yeah, we'll slide into your. If I had the soundboard out, I could deploy a
It'd
noise.
be a horrible sound. No, it's in a nice way.
Yeah,
So
we'll
thank
give you some
for
gold
watching.
keys and
Thanks
you
for
can.
being cool.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the Ferrari 812 Superfast.
What
No.
the hell?
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is the successor to the F12 Berlinetta. So that's kind
Okay.
of the one of the fastest cars we have in the game at the moment,
High
especially
top
for
end.
multiplayer. And the F12 TDF as well, right? Tour de France. That was another one.
Will this live up to its name?
I think it will, because this is a badass car. So this is Ferrari's fastest V12 that they've ever made. I think the max speed is over 340 kilometers an hour, and I think it's over because they don't know how fast it can go because it's such a badass
So
ride.
when they called this car super fast, this wasn't like a Robin Hood little
no,
job.
it actually is super fast.
Yeah.
So
It's
yes.
just like a tractor. They're like, oh yeah, that's our super fast model. Trundles along, top speed 20 miles an hour.
Well, top speed is much more than 20
Yeah, I
miles
can
an hour.
imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, but this car is super cool.
Unbelievable
super
rims.
Cool car. Yeah, but you can see it's carrying on the heritage that Ferrari have established with all of their V12s. Look at this. It's just nice. It's a work of art. It really is. So that car is coming soon, along with the Porsche 911R and a bunch of other cars in the next update. So
And
keep
these
an
are
eye out for those.
these prize cars, season prize cars.
Yeah, season prize cars. You'll be able to win them if you
Excel.
excel. And then once we've finished offering them as prize cars, they go into the rare imports, and you can get a chance to win them there as well if you weren't in a crew which performs highly enough. So
when we say if you excel, it's got nothing to do with any sort of spreadsheet
no.
wizardry. Although we did like the spreadsheet earlier.
Yeah.
So homage to spreadsheets.
But if you like these kind of cars, let us know. Let us know in the comments what kind of cars you'd like to see in CSR2. We can always try and make deals to make your dream cars and make it into the game. We're always interested in hearing what cars you guys really like. These two are sure to be popular cars, I reckon. I guess we should switch back to the normal device, right? Because
Let's do it.
this doesn't perform
Go
well
back in
with all the
translation
bugs.
Where's your switching?
So you go to still. Sure,
Oh, yeah.
and then there we go. I can switch out while you're doing that.
Just switching devices.
I know, switching devices. Whoa! Volume to the max. Right, so we'll just give this a second to switch back over.
It's probably because you air horns.
Oh yeah, well you
That's-
switch back
that's
to the
why,
air horn
yeah,
app just so we get that primed.
Here
We're
we go.
back. We're back in the room. Whoa! What was that one?
Oh hey.
Chewy.
Chewy. It was a bit chewy.
9 minutes to go.
9 minutes
get
to
your,
go,
Your
yeah.
predictions in.
Yeah, if you want to get involved with the hat race, you can use these hashtags down here, either CSR Craig or CSR Hoops, and we will be seeing which one of us can get closest to a full second on the race results. So it's going to be an interesting change for us. I'm going to do some more ECP. Have we got another question there, right?
We do, from Brian Grellman.
Nice.
Great.
Can we have a way to save configs in the tuning of cars like a default, so when we have to modify it because of a tuning cut, it doesn't get lost?
Oh,
This
that's
is
an
a popular
interesting
thing.
one,
This is
yeah.
like discussed a lot in the dev team, and I've always said that a lot of our players now have quite a few cars, and I kind of encourage people to kind of know their garage and set cars up differently for different cups.
Yeah.
And obviously you don't necessarily have a ton of cars in tier 5 or something, but we quite like the way that I will have like a half-mile car, or I'll have a quarter-mile car, or I'll have a car with no nitrous, and I kind of know which ones they are.
Okay.
But maybe I'm unusual in that.
Maybe you are
But
unusual.
otherwise, you could just have one car and like 10 different tuning slots, and it wouldn't be very nice to move through those rather
Yeah.
than move through a nice garage of cars.
That's a good suggestion, though. I like
Yeah,
the
for
idea
sure.
of it. Yeah.
It does
Good
always
question.
annoy me when I have to, strip a car back.
Oh, you'd
to
be in
take
favour of it,
in. Yeah, I'd be in favour of it.
Okay.
Not strip a car.
Well, no, but you know what I mean. Like fit lower grade parts and then have to retune, and then I've lost my tuning when I go back to the good parts.
Yeah.
And
A lot of our community are quite vocal about any cups where you kind of have to roll back to stock parts. So I think in the future we'll probably phase those out. We've got some nice new things we can ask people to do in the cups that are a bit fresher. So they're coming in the next couple of releases.
Okay, cool. Well, let's get this out of the way, because I have not won the prestige car this season, which is the
Okay.
Mercedes SLS AMG Black Series.
You're in the last chance saloon.
I'm in the last chance saloon. I'm
Okay.
going to warm up with a bit of bronze, so
Okay.
I'm going to just see what parts I get first.
there you
That's
go.
all right.
Stage 6.
Some
Pagani.
Pagani parts, some mini part. Right, now I'm warmed up. I'm going to see if my last chance saloon works.
Are you warm enough? Do you want to warm up again?
Nah, I'm going
Okay.
in. I'm going in lukewarm. Now,
Lukewarm.
what I'm hoping
Come
for
on.
is
4
the.
stars.
Oh!
That's a badness.
Let's play that bad sound music. And now what? Let's watch it
And
roll
Craig.
into the garage.
And Donna Banks made a few calls. An Alfa Romeo dealership took that call and delivered a 1-star car.
Ah, never mind.
Those are Craig's hopes dashed for this season, but he'll be back
The Prestige,
stronger next season.
The Prestige Cup was never seen before. Haters are going to say, Craig, this was all staged
Well-
to prove that the rare imports is completely random.
Well,
and
it is
the point
completely
is,
random.
it's completely random. So sometimes you'll get the car
Right.
straight away, sometimes you won't.
So I've got a gold spin as well, which hopefully will get a better car from this.
You could theoretically get the AMG off that because
I
it's
could
a 4-star
do.
car.
I'm going to
so,
do
you know.
I'm going to do my remaining bronze keys first.
Okay.
Positive thoughts.
And while that's going out, I want to
Sort
give
of
a
have a
shout out
stretch.
to Inglorious MOB. Is that right?
Mob?
Mob, Inglorious Mob,
Or
and
Moob.
GR Racers. Moob.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Inglorious Moob. That would be a bit sultry, wouldn't it? Well, maybe it is Inglorious. We'll never know. Doesn't matter. With their power, I'm going to use my gold spin and see
Power
what I
of
get.
Positivity.
So hopefully the Inglorious
Whoa.
Moob is going to give me a good car. Oh!
And low.
But what is it going to be?
Ferrari 488.
I've got one of these.
It's quite a nice one though. Look, you've got the
Oh, it's the
sort of
spider.
bronze
Yeah, I've got-
wheels and
yeah.
the green. That's nice. I like that.
I really
mean, I know
like
you've
that
got
piece of music.
several.
That's
It
good.
is.
I
I
quite
mean,
like depressing music anyway, but that is particularly poignant.
that is a nice car, though. To be fair, those gold wheels are quite good
Lovely
as well. aren't they?
interior.
It's like a beautiful summer's garden.
It is.
There's the mud inside. There's the grass, and there's the gold watering can.
Well, yeah, and
that I have in the corner.
if you're having some peanut butter craft ice cream or something like that, and,
Yeah.
and it goes
As
a
you
little
do.
astray, when you're top down, those seats are just going to absorb that.
Yeah, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to strip it.
Oh well.
After we made such a nice deal out of it. So you've got, I think, 4
Philistines.
minutes to get your entries in for the hat race if you want to win one of these CSR hats.
Got some questions by the way.
Have we? Let's get into it. And what's a question?
Chris Rutzan is talking about the launch in manual races. I was wondering if there's any way we can get a launch option in live races. I am disabled and not able to launch a car due to limited finger and hand dexterity.
Oh, okay. Interesting. That's definitely something we should look into then.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we know that a lot of people when we were testing the game way back in the day, the launch controls were something people kind of loved and hated at the same time.
Yeah.
Right? They love the kind of hardcore nature of it, but it also makes things a lot harder.
We did intend to have it throughout the game. Like we actually, during soft launch, before we went global, it was actually in for all races. Once you got to tier 2, everything was manual launch, and our players
Didn't go down too well,
weren't
did
keen,
it?
so we rolled it back. We should do.
I remember manual launch gate.
Yeah, if
Those were the days.
if we've got time, we should do a little bit of sort of live launch. Tips.
Yeah, shall I go and try it now?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're in the Civic, but that's quite a good car. Oh no,
Oh,
the
it's
Civic's
Civic.
tier 1.
Yeah, let me go back. Hey, while we're doing that, Daniel Jackson's got another question. He wants to know if Teal'c will join us on the stream.
If
That's
he will.
Teal'c from Stargate. What's the other one? O'Neill. He's in
I
Stargate.
didn't watch Stargate.
Shouts out to all the Stargate fans in the house.
All three of you, welcome.
I think it's just me and Daniel Jackson. What's the question? Why can't you make the colour of the milestone car be the same colour and design as the championship car? That would be really amazing. That would be really amazing, but it would also mean that they're the same prize. So what we try to do is keep the championship prize car something super, super rare, so you're not going to get that ever again. So if we made a car which just kind of looked like it, that's kind of...
Yeah, and it lessens the achievement of people that win the purple star variant, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. So I'm just going to choose a car which I
Probably
like
a
the
tier
look of.
2 one.
I'm going for tier 4.
Oh, well, it's what he does. CSR Craig, he's confident.
Yeah, confident and a fan of snakes. It's a Viper. That's the link there.
George Francoe asks, any word on the new way to chat?
New way to chat?
I don't really know what that is.
What is the
To be
new way
honest,
to
George.
chat? Is it chatting in a different language, or let us know what that means, George, and we'll try and answer it.
Yeah.
Peter Smith, how about having night racing? We do have night racing. We have a few night-based tracks. We've got some night-based tracks on the go in development at the moment. Maybe I can show you some of that in a couple of weeks.
Mixing up some of the environments.
Yeah,
when you're racing.
and they look pretty cool, man. I hope you'll get to see them soon. So yeah, now launch control. You want to try and press the button as soon as it says go. And
Superstar on demand.
yeah, there you go.
So people do it different ways, don't they? Some people like, as Craig just did there, you over rev, hold it there,
Yeah.
and then all you're looking at is the 3, 2, 1, and then you don't need to be practicing like getting the revs right. You just keep that there, let it fall back, and you're just reacting to the 3, 2, 1. Other people like to kind of actually balance it in the green zone all the time.
Yeah,
which is quite hard to do together.
Yeah, it depends really on which car you're using at the time. I tend to over rev because I like to remember how many seconds in my head I need to wait before I press the button down to launch the car.
And it also means you've only got one input then.
Yeah, so I'll try and...
You still have to think of two things. You still have to kind of go release and press. But
What?
it's being like,
This guy's got a brilliant name.
Up yours.
oh,
Yeah,
cheers, buddy.
all the best.
Yeah,
That's good.
charming.
Let's see if I can get a
It would be
perfect
a real
start.
shame if this character took
10 grand.
off you.
Well, let's find out.
Go on,
So
Craig.
there we go. That was good.
That was very good.
I don't know if I'm fast enough because he's in a tier 5 car. I'm in a tier 3 car.
But you
Tier
compare
4
to
car.
the-
Oh, it's close. It's close.
Coming
Am I
back.
going to come back anymore? Am I?
He
Maybe
got
not.
you. He got you.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe we need to add a practice mode or something for launches. Or
Yeah,
I've been
because-
thinking that. Yeah.
That would be good. Because
okay.
I think I understand if you've got a disability and it's very difficult to manage 2 inputs. That's something we need to have a think about because that's not good. You've got tier 1 races which you can still earn good RP, but that's not cool. You want to race the quickest cars in the game.
Yeah.
However, yeah, it would be nice if people can practice that and can get to grips with it away from the pressures of real races.
We
That'd
should
be nice.
we can't connect. We should give that guy some gold keys because that was a really good insight. I think.
Indeed.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. It's off our list now.
I know we've updated it too quickly. We will get in touch with you, and thanks for the question. 'cause it's a
Yeah,
really cool
thanks a
question.
lot, man.
Got a bunch more questions.
Yeah.
Or do we have to do
No,
more
you
things?
do one, and we'll go to it after that.
So BDR Skeezy is asking, what about entering or changing the view during a race to see you in a driver's seat for a more realistic experience?
Oh, so
Which,
there's someone who's done a mod for the game somewhere on YouTube. You can find it. You all know how search works. Who's done a first-person view hack, if you like, or mod, I guess.
And I think we've actually got a couple of guys in devs in the studio who've hacked
Yeah.
similar things in the past
So
as well.
you might remember the Gandalf of CSR2,
Of course,
the
the wizard.
warlock, the wizard known as Scott,
The sorcerer of
the sorcerer supreme, isn't he? He's-
sorcerer of scripting. Not that he really uses a scripting language.
So we've tried that as well. One of the reasons we haven't done it so far is because a lot of our tracks aren't set up for a first-person viewpoint, but
They're missing kind of half of the
they're
track.
missing half of the track, and that's
Yeah.
just so we can get these things to look good and run on devices, low-end devices, and all that kind of stuff. But it's definitely something we're interested in, and the rest of the art team are really keen on that kind of stuff. So
There's questions of performance as well, aren't there?
yeah,
'Cause
it's tough. But
if you're in the car's cockpit, if you're sat in the driver's seat, you want to see that full interior in all its glory, but the interiors and the cars and the environment.
yeah,
It's quite
It's quite
expensive, and the
expensive.
frame rate doesn't really.
yeah.
There's also like the gameplay considerations, right? In that if you're like very ahead, you very quickly don't see anyone. So there's a lot of sort of different things to
It
think
would be
about with
awesome.
it.
It would be cool.
But it
Yeah,
does
it'd
look
be
very
cool.
cool. Like that thing on YouTube does look
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Totally.
it shows off the insane detail we have in our cars as well, because we model so much in the cockpits or dashboards, and you don't get to see it. So yeah, we're up for trying to figure out a way of showcasing that kind of stuff. That was a good suggestion. I've won a race at last.
Nicely done.
Speaking of winning, let's. Yeah, that sounds bad.
Does a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Good. I'm glad that ended. So we should probably do the race thing now, right? I'll go choose a car, and while we're doing that, we should give some shouts out to all of the people who've been suggesting different ideas for other cars that we can include. Apparently, there's been quite a fair few comments coming in, so that's good. We'll have a read through them, try and get some of those made
We'll
into the game.
Publish them around the studio.
Yeah. Which car do you reckon we should do this race in then?
I think a slightly lower tier one could be cool. Just because you've got a bit more. Otherwise, it's just over in a flash.
Here we go.
Yeah. Right.
It's
here we
getting
go.
real now.
It's getting really real. So we're
Look
going
at
to do
that
it
bad
in Conduit's Golf GTI Mark 1.
Try to do it over half a mile so you've got time to react.
Yeah, let's do that. So what, tier 3 race maybe?
Yeah,
Tier 2?
tier 4 we'll need.
Tier 4? Okay. So if you want to get this car, incidentally, you've got to get involved in Elite Crew battles, and you'll be in with a chance. Don't worry about that, Jess. I'm confident.
So to restate the rules here, you're trying
Yeah.
to get as close to a round number for
Yeah,
your
yeah,
time as possible.
It's a round number race.
Right, and we only get one chance, right? We were thinking
Yeah.
about having 2 chances.
One
but
shot, one opportunity.
One shot, 1
Are
second.
your palms
And
sweaty?
this track is only 7.5 miles.
Are
Less
your
than
arms
8 miles.
heavy?
My arms are heavy. I'm going up against an NSX. I don't think I'm going to win.
I
but
think, well, not with that attitude.
No.
right, so I'm gonna feather this a little bit. I'm not too bothered about getting a perfect start here. I'm gonna go into my nitro, get up to speed.
So
Or
you've
maybe I
got a lot
shouldn't
of
speed.
track.
I've
Yeah.
got a lot of track. I'm gonna build up. Maybe I could slow down.
Well,
I don't want to give you tips.
If only
though.
there
This
was a
is-
break.
If only there was a break. Right.
So he's coming up
I'm
17,
coming up to 17.
18.
New game mode confirmed.
Right. What did I get? What did I get? What did I get? So I lost. Yeah. Good. We know that.
I mean,
Oh,
I'll be
right
honest,
in the
Craig,
middle. What
that
the-
is not.
hit the
That
restart
good.
button.
Right. So Tom's gonna. So you're gonna have quite an easy way, Ronald, who is
Oh.
on my team. I'm sorry, man, because this is going to be really easy
Yeah.
for Tom to defeat.
Well,
so.
you say that, but we said that with the blind race a couple of weeks ago,
Ah,
where it couldn't have gone
yeah.
any worse, and then
No,
all of a sudden,
that's true. That's true. Right. Well, let's
It
see.
did.
Let's see what you do. So yeah, Tom's going to try and get as close to a full second as he did. I got as far away from a full second as is almost humanly possible with 591 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Right, so here he goes. He's feathered his start a little bit. Not going into nitro like he normally would. Ah, there you go. Nitro is deployed. Getting all the nice shifts. And into... Oh! hang on, you've dropped down into second here. And
Oh,
you're
he's
redlining
going
the car.
rogue.
Okay, so you're trying to eyeball it. Okay. Very, very slow. 38. Okay.
23.
Right. Okay.
24.
He's
20.
counting. He's counting.
Here we go.
And now he's speeding up. Right. Now he's going for it. So it's going up. He's doing some perfect shift into third, and we're crossing the line at
31.8.
31.8.
I think it might be,
Let's see. 31.784. So that is definitely closer to a
That
full
is a win,
second.
yeah.
One of the least exciting races since records began.
I don't know, yeah. I was hoping
That was
you were
it.
going to nail it. Exactly. What with your eyeballing of it.
Send some screenshots of people getting perfect 10s. That would be cool. Or
Yeah.
Perfect 11s, 12s.
Perfect 10's a nice one. So anyone who put in hashtag CSR hoops, you are in with a chance of winning one of these hats, and we'll get a random person selected from that list very, very soon.
You've got some serious Evo in this car.
Yeah, it's the
504
boys
for a
car.
tier 1 car.
I think I've got some other cars
Really
with,
good.
with some pretty amazing Evo in there. Right, let's. What should we do? You going in and doing another race?
I want to try and. I'm just going to do a
You
standard
just doing some practice.
reg race.
Okay.
I've got no gas.
Right. So Kevin Amanda is asking, how about a classic CSR event? Shout out to New World Order. Woo!
Is that the classic event with sort of a
With a classic car.
going for or just how CSR run their events? So they did a
Yeah.
2-week individual season where you kind of competed for RP.
Yeah,
I'd
so
be up for that. I'd be down with that.
So we're up for changing the events about to kind of different ways to play. Let us know what kind of things you're interested in. But in terms of classic cars, I do know that we've got a few super cool, more classic cars. Not so much of the hyper kind of super performance cars that we typically put in. There's a few really, really cool looking cars, and there's even a hot rod coming in. But that might not be for a while, but it's very, very, very cool. Maybe I can show you some of that next week. I think
That would have
we've
been a
got...
better run.
Oh,
12
very
from
good,
87.
very good. Nima is disappointed in my performance.
I-
Nima,
As is Lars, I believe.
oh
Yeah.
Lars, Nima, I'm sorry. I know Lars is the king of Dreamville,
Lars
right?
says,
on
really,
YouTube.
Craig, every time, man. I'm never
Man,
going to win that
I don't know
cat.
what to do. I'm throwing my cap away. It's gone. I maybe broken the ceiling. I'm not sure. I'll try harder. I'm going to train. I'm going to get in the hyperbolic time chamber. I'm going to turn the gravity up to
You
4.
need to run up some
You
steps
should
and
do this
punch
final
some meat.
showdown.
That's what you
Really?
need to
That'd
do.
be a great way to end the stream.
Well,
Are you ready to do it live?
I am, but let's
Let's
make it known
not-
who's won the hat.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
So
Yeah.
the winner we have for the hat race is. Do you want to do it, Tom?
Yeah, well, congratulations to Richard Swinglow
On the Facebook.
on the Facebooks, who is not winning a sweet chariot, but a sweet cap. So, congratulations.
Yeah.
Well done,
Right.
Richard. Well predicted.
Let's see if I can end this disastrous bad luck on a high. So Ruby's giving me some smack talk. The Reasonable Rose. I'm not sure about that. Right, let's go in. We got a few more shoutouts as well, right? 420 enthusiast crew.
The cool kids.
Blazing up. Very good. Shouts out to them. Shouts out to the cool kids, yeah. Odium and Ignacio
Illinois.
That's it.
Who's not in Illinois.
Richard says whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, awesome. Glad you're happy.
Right, let's see. Revless, 321. Here we go. I'm going to try and beat Ruby Rose. Oh, destroying her. This is alright, unless she's going to come back in the end. I think that's because this was a car that I fully maxed out.
This was last season's prestige car, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very cool
Hey,
car.
this might be a good time to do the high stakes challenge as well against.
Are you
Koenigsegg.
feeling lucky punk?
I am feeling lucky.
5 gold keys.
5
For
gold
completing
keys.
an ECB chapter.
That is good value.
But in all seriousness, people say there's no way to get gold keys in the game.
Mm.
You can get gold keys from Elite Crew battles. You can get gold keys from the daily battle.
Yeah.
The daily login bonus.
Daily login gets you. Oh yeah, that's good.
You can also get them from the crew championships from the milestone prizes.
Yeah.
So if you guys are savvy, there are lots of ways to get gold keys, and then you can go and exchange them with Donna Banks.
Oh, I really want this car, but this is right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Right, Jess is offering me some super nitrous.
His car is crazy fast.
I'm
by the way.
gonna,
You're going to risk it?
I'm going to risk it.
Are you
'cause,
feeling confident?
I'm not sure, but
It's too late now.
It's too late.
Oh dear,
my word.
Craig.
I'll just cue up the sad music.
Get the sad
Wait,
music ready. Right.
Is
Come
there
on,
not,
Craig.
like, wait, we need the Inception music just to set this race up.
Right, hang on. But this car that I'm going up against is seriously cool. It's got, I think it's got like a Garage Mac stuff on it. Oh man. Right, okay, here we go. I'm gonna. Oh, bad start. This is not good.
Come on.
I'm going alright. I'm going alright. Unless he comes back like
does
a
come
demon.
back.
Does he? No! No! I don't have another hat to throw away in rage.
Would you like to throw my hat?
Yeah. I am annoyed.
Oh, that is rapid. He came back like a bat out of hell.
Look how close he got to a full second.
Yeah, he's lucky he wasn't team CSR
Team. Ah, man.
If you voted for CSR Kayaya, you went massively off piste.
Oh, that's disappointing.
You can get it from Donna, not his version, but other versions.
Man.
And that's the other thing we did with this. I don't like to finish on a negative, but it was so spectacular, we probably should.
We probably should. Maybe I can go to the dealership and just, pine over
Have a
it.
look at it.
Yeah, I think we've got one more shout out to do, and then we can probably wrap things up.
Louvre shifters,
Louvre shifters.
they're people who like to drive around French museums.
Oh man, look how cool this car is, and I don't have it now.
You could get it. Contrast hood.
It's got this.
You'll be glad to know that our chat is being really sympathetic.
Are they really on my side this
Yeah,
time?
there's hardly any laughing faces coming through.
What?
Or anything, yeah. No, they're being really supportive, Craig.
Yeah,
That's good.
thanks guys.
All the best.
All the best, yeah. Oh man, look at the wing on the back as well. Maybe next time. Well, there's not going to be
Actually,
a next
Anna
time.
sent some crying emojis.
Yeah, thanks,
Thanks,
Anna.
Anna.
Yeah, that makes it better, I guess. Okay. We've got one more question, which we should probably do, and then we'll wrap it up, right? So the question is: will you add a trading system eventually? What do you think?
If we did it, I would like to explore it, but I wouldn't want it to be a complete anything goes trading system because they're very difficult to keep in order and they're very easy to exploit. I think it would be nice if people could request certain parts and things and get a group effort to source them out. But I think, trading cars and customizing cars and selling them and stuff like that would be
It's a
really,
minefield,
really difficult.
and it's technically challenging as well, yeah.
Yeah. Things like, I was going to start listing games that do it. I'm not going to do that. But it's out there.
Right,
It's a
we
good
shall.
question,
Let's get this race done, and we'll wrap things up. So we'll be back next week with some more stuff. Let us know if you want to see the mirror match. Yeah, if you want to see more cars or more behind-the-scenes stuff, let us know what kind of things you are interested in seeing. Thank you for everyone who's been posting in the comments, giving us ideas on what kind of cars you're interested in. That's been really helpful.
And thanks for your patience around Android issues. There are good things coming soon. We've got updates coming that will address those things, as Tom talked about.
Yeah, lots of events coming soon. So until next week, we'll see you then. Maybe
and thanks to Christine and thanks to Hannah for moderating the chat.
Yeah,
thanks guys.
There's some air horns for Hannah and Christine. Hopefully we'll get... yeah, you're welcome. We'll get CSR Phil back hopefully next week. And maybe Ben will make an appearance as well. He's been in stealth mode for a bit. Busy with a lot of different things.
He's coming back stronger than ever before. He's doing a training montage at the moment.
Sweet.
In Siberia.
Right. See you guys next time. I think we're going to do that thing where we go onto the end screen and then we do the mic afterwards.
Well, we just carry on talking, and then obviously I start reminiscing on that Tempest race.
And I just start crying.
It's a tragic way.
It is a tragic way.
Bye.
Of
Bye.